Hello, CNG 202. Welcome back to, let's see, today's Wednesday. Um, I just got everything graded that I was in so far, and I noticed that the Lab 2 wasn't due for a little bit still. Or I'm sorry, Lab 3 wasn't due for a little bit still. But make sure you're working on this. If you're having issues, don't hesitate at all to just ask in that CNG 202 because it does just pop up on my screen, especially when I'm at home. I can answer you guys almost immediately, especially during the work hours. Um, let's see, I did start to do this over here. As you notice, I don't have the rel image. I'm just working off of Kali. Couldn't get it even on my student account at Front Range. I already used up that image to get it. Why aren't you coming on? I see you working. There it goes. Okay. But yeah, running a cron job. Let's see. First, you just open up the cron job. Let's see. The E. List my cron job. So I did follow just the book, entered my first cron job, let it run, and then it's probably been on for a while. Yeah, so it's running every 2 minutes, I believe. Yeah, 2 minutes. And it just keeps pumping out the same line. For that 2-minute date, it is right here, or I should say 2-minute time frame. It's right here, and it just keeps on going. I did not go into super user. I just made it up since it's only on this account, the Kali account. I just did it from the Kali account. Could you do this on the Linux box? Yeah. It is always a good idea if you're doing, let's see, say we're doing some administration within Linux. It would be a good idea to jump in and say, okay, I'm doing this as a super user and run this all the time, so it has the correct privileges to do that, to run it all the time. Kali, I already know I'm an admin user on this image, so that's why I just ran it. Let's see, and cron tab-e will give me my current list of jobs that I want to run. Once again, date was an easy one, so I just ran that. You can do people logged in, and once again, if you're just looking for examples, don't feel like you have to remake the wheel. You can probably do a quick search and say, okay, what are common, if you're getting stumped on like, okay, what jobs do I run? Backup would be one, or do a quick search and say, okay, Google, what are the 10 most common, frequently used cron jobs in Linux administration? That'd provide you a really powerful list, and run it from there. Put that over there. Yeah, so make sure you get that in. Make sure you're doing the discussions. Like I said, graded Lab 2, which was due Monday, Valentine's Day. Lab 3 is due, hard due date is the 22nd, or 21st, I'm sorry, I was looking at that. Get those in. The discussions, make sure to get those in every week. Don't wait till the last minute. Get those guys in there. It's always easier. This week, when you're starting the reading, and think of the reading as more like a manual to follow. So this week should be scripting. Scripting is always a valuable piece of information, and the reason why you get, if hopefully some of you took some programming, you can do a lot more with scripting and some basic understanding of programming to help you complete jobs more effectively. The biggest example I have is when old students, every semester at Front Range, of course, students come in and go since they kind of graduate and move on, and new students come in the Computer Resource Center, and this is what I was talking about earlier with Leo. In the Computer Resource Center, we always have to update students coming in and add students coming in and remove students going out. And to do this effectively, we just basically write a script to, and this of course is Windows, write a PowerShell script to delete all the users and then re-add them from a XLS file, Excel spreadsheet file. And this is very effectively here. My current job, let's see, every day when somebody logs in, there's a script ran to check to see what their file access to folders should be. So having an idea of how scripts work, a little bit of programming back knowledge, and basically, I don't think I can get this off the screen. Yeah, it's stuck right there. Just having that little bit of knowledge to say, oh, I can write a cron job, you know, one cron job. That's a script right there. I mean, you wrote a piece of programming to say, hey, do this at a certain time and execute it. So this week we'll get a little bit further in depth with that. If you have any issues, make sure to reach out. If you're at a different campus, I was helping Leo with Larimer campus. Blanca Peak 116 used to be the Computer Resource Center. It was like an old networking lab, but they used to have times on it. Boulder campus, Westminster campus. If you guys need help, just ask, and I'll definitely email. I know Chance is at the Westminster campus, Boulder campus. I have contacts there too. I can reach out and get you guys some computer labs. But think of the book more like a step-by-step manual, and that'll be the best way to get through it. As you're doing your reading, I have it open here. As you're doing the reading, if you just want to mimic what the book is doing, perfectly fine. Does it take more time? Yeah, but you'll have a better understanding too of how to execute it. Let's see, I'm trying to remember when this course initially ran a long time ago. I remember students being in the lab and working as teams. I always, once again, I promote a lot of teamwork. If the Teams is not working and you want to do more screen share and meeting, I can set up my room. I'll find a way to get you guys collaborating online. I think they took away some of the WebEx stuff, but of course there's always different avenues to use for screen sharing and things of that nature to get us all collaborating on one. Because once again, a huge promoter of that peer-to-peer learning, along with the instructor learning. So you guys, if there's any questions, remember, don't hesitate to reach out. Make sure to get those labs in early. The best practice is getting the assignments in on the Sunday of their due date. There is that extra period just in case you're having a hard time. But that's all I have for this. I'll check in again. I see I'm getting some answers back in CNG 202. Once again, if you're having a hard time, reach out, and or just like Leo said, looking for resources on campus. I'll definitely find those for you guys.